Hallo und willkommen. Ich bin Meister Lehnsherr and you're watching Get Germanized. Today we're going to look at the Stemweder Berg region in the north of Germany. Enjoy!
I am bored. What should I do?
Ich weiß.
In the northwest of Germany, between the cities of Osnabrück and Bremen, lies the Naturpark Dümmer. It is embedded in the last mountain ranges in front of the North German plain and has a size of about 1,120 square kilometers. The Dümmer Nature Park has a varied landscape. Forests, high and low moors, as well as Lake Dümmer make the cultural landscape an attractive destination for numerous outdoor activities. The center and namesake of the nature park is the Dümmer. Embedded in a near-natural lowland landscape, it attracts nature lovers in particular because of many rare bird species. Two mountain ranges characterize the nature park. In the west, there is the 145 meters above sea level Dmmer Mountains, a relic of the Saale Ice Age about 200,000 years ago. In the south, the Stemweder Berg borders the Dümmer Nature Park. The wooded mountain range of the Stemweder Berg is about 7 kilometers long and up to 3 kilometers wide. The Scharfe Berg, with its height of 180 meters above sea level, is the highest elevation of Germany's smallest low mountain range. The northern slope of the Stemweder Berg lies in Lower Saxony, the southern slope in North Rhine-Westphalia. In contrast to the nearby Dmmer Berge and the somewhat more distant Ankumer Höhe, which are built up of glacial till and represent a moraine, the forested Stemweder Berg consists in its core of around 85 million years old formed seabed, which solidified under pressure over millions of years to form calcareous sedimentary rock and was pushed up from the subsoil as a result of tectonic movements. The Stemweder Berg can therefore be seen as a geological exclave of the Niedersächsisches Bergland. The Cretaceous rocks contain fossils of primeval marine animals. The lower slopes are covered with glacial loess, from which fertile soils have emerged. The Stemweder Berg is much older than the geologically still young Dmmer Mountains. The Stemweder Berg consists of limestones of the younger Cretaceous and was formed by uplift of the earth layers as a result of tectonic processes. About 200 million years ago, there was a warm sea, on whose bottom dead plants, animals and sediments were deposited. In processes lasting millions of years, these deposits fossilized under great pressure to form a calcareous sandstone. They still give us information about the conditions in the Cretaceous period, long before evolution created man. The limestone sediments of the mountains are rich in fossils. This raw material used to be mined in several places on the mountain, but the quarries have been now largely backfilled. Various fossil finds can be admired in the Dümmer Museum in Lehmbruch. The mountain range is composed of layers of the uppermost Cretaceous. Its slopes consist of fertile loess loam. The mosaic of very poor sandy to richer calcareous soils that is found here brings with it a special wealth of plant and animal species. The mountain range of the Stemweder Berg is today predominantly covered with forest. A lime beech forest dominates, in which various coniferous forests are interspersed. The forest floor is covered with a colorful carpet of flowers in spring. It is the wood anemone and the lesser celandine that bloom lavishly. The sparse beech forest or their forest edges are also home to some rarer plant species, such as the cowslip primrose, the lily of the valley, various endangered orchid species, woodruff and arum. The numerous colorful flowering herbs have settled outside the forest, such as the purple knapweed, the pink pimpernel or the violet-blue pigeon cabbages. The fauna features some species that are absent in the sparsely wooded environment, such as the fire salamander and the newt. Another special feature is the beautiful land snail, which lives here on the northern edge of its range and is also known as the vineyard snail. After decades of absence, the common raven has been spreading again on the Stemweder Berg for several years now. Its distinctive voice can be heard almost all year round. In thick beech trees, the black woodpecker builds its spacious cave. The lower slopes of the mountain range merge into an agriculturally used, cultivated landscape. Some old and newly planted orchards are scattered here as well. Orchards which are managed by the Foundation for Nature Conservation in the district of Diepholz. The Stemweder Berg is a popular destination for hikers and nature lovers. There are 15 marked circular hiking routes, between 1 and 11 kilometers in length, starting from various hiking parking lots. The long-distance hiking trail Ems-Hase-Hunte-Else also crosses the Stemweder Berg. Various connecting paths link the designated hiking trails, so that there are numerous individual hiking possibilities depending on your mood. On the Wilhelmshöhe in Haldem, there are good walking possibilities without big differences in altitude, also for less ambitious hikers. As you would expect from a mountain, some of the trails also have slopes to register. Stemweder Berg offers isolated, all-around beautiful views of the fields and meadows at the foot of the mountain. The view reaches far into the lowlands of the Dümmer and the Oppenwehr Moor. In the northwest, the range of the Dmmer Berge borders the horizon. In the south, you can see the Wiehengebirge. On the Stemweder Berg, there are several historical boundary stones to discover. Due to the Peace of Westphalia in 1648, Minden, and thus the south area of the Stemweder Berg, became part of Brandenburg, or Prussia. From this time originates on the Stemweder Berg the HP mark, the former border between Hanover and Prussia. Here you can also find the much rarer border mark Schwedenstein, the Sweden stone. This bears on one side artistically decorated the coat of arms of the Diocese of Minden. From formerly 13 boundary stones, 4 copies still exist today. There can also be found a cultural historical mound grave with a diameter of 17 meters from the Bronze Age. Also remains of an urn which was found here indicate that this burial site was built around 1200 before Christ. This is because it was only from this period that the deceased were cremated and buried in urns. In addition to the Stemweder Berg, the Dümmer Nature Park has further exciting areas which are worth a trip for nature lovers. You can find links pertaining to this particular area in the video description. I hope you found this interesting and are now ready for your hike in the Stemweder Berg. It is a beautiful area that I regularly go to myself. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and a comment, and maybe subscribe if you haven't yet. And apart from that, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to get Germanized. Goodbye and auf Wiedersehen.